So it's been a hot minute since we saw a Saints Row game. In fact, January 2015 was the last Saints Row game got out of hell. And then everything went quiet. Everything went quiet. And we thought the series had died. It had just gone to the, video game graveyard in the sky. However, Volition has back in 2022 with a reboot of Saints Row. And I'm now about 10 or 12 hours into the game. Last week we showed you my first hour of gameplay. This week I'm going to give you a heads up to what my opinion of the game is and what I find so far. Let's do it. So the new game is set in the fictional city of Santo Ileso, which is loosely modelled on Las Vegas in Nevada. And we find ourselves going all the way back in time, and it walks us through the origins of the Saints, and it begins with these 4 housemates who are all linked to different gangs in the city. And eventually the storyline brings us round to these guys forming the Saints group and building their empire. And that's pretty much how the game is. It's all about the storyline. And the main campaign, I've got to say, is a lot of fun. In fact, the game is a lot of fun. And this game actually doesn't take itself too serious, because that's what I love about it. So it's developed by Volition and published by Deep Silver. And it's available on all platforms, including Google Stadia. So, is it any good, G4? Well, there's not a lot that you probably haven't seen before. It's a Saints game. It doesn't pretend to be anything else. It's not hiding what it is. It's a Saints game. There's a lot to do. There's a very big map of the city. And there's lots and lots of things that you can get into. You can follow the main storyline if you like, or you can go and get lost in the world and do all these different kind of side quests, challenges. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, who doesn't like sneaking around, stealing a food truck and bringing it back to its base? I mean, a food truck that, quite frankly, drives like a container ship with wheels, but a food truck, you get to bring it back to the base and you get chased when you're stealing it, and yeah, you get lots of rewards. Well, you get some rewards. You get to keep the trucks that you procure, and you get new hat. But it's one of those games that doesn't pretend it's anything else than what it is. So there are so many fun things to find, fun missions to do. They have a wanted app. Everything's done on your phone. It's all via apps, very modern. But it's a game that you would have seen many times before. The interface is like, let me think, GTA, Watch Dogs, Cyberpunk. It's very much in that genre of games. You have apps for everything. Your phone's your main thing. You can do everything. But you get to go to an RV park and, remove the meth lab and take it away without blowing it up. I mean, it's just fun, guys. It's one of those games for me. Probably, given my history, I shouldn't like, but I just can't stop playing it. I mean, there's a lot of driving in this game, but I get rewarded for bad driving. Who doesn't like a game where you get rewarded for bad driving? And, customization up the wazoo. Customize your characters. You can customize all the vehicles that you borrow and bring back to your main base. You get to go out into the world and find all these decoration pieces for your main base and bring them back and put them in, and there's customization up the wazoo. Now, I've heard the game is not that good, G4. I'm not saying it's not buggy. I mean, what game that is released that isn't buggy these days? It is. It has quite a few bugs in it. I must admit, you know, the fact that when you actually get a helicopter at some point, if you follow the main storyline, but that helicopter a lot of the time is flying sideways. Some of the animations for the melee go a bit wrong every now and again, and yeah, some of the sensitivity and just when you're trying to do certain things don't kick in straight away. There are a lot of bugs in this game, I'm not going to lie, but again, it's one of those games you come into, you play for a couple of hours, you have a lot of fun, you forget the world, and then you leave, and then you just keep doing it over and over and again. And the bugs that are in the game, like I said, it's not unusual for a game to drop like this and have bugs in the game. We've seen it numerous times before. It doesn't take away, for me at least, for the fun of playing the game and running around and doing all the quests and just losing myself in the world for a few hours. So where do I sit on how I'd rate this game? I'd rate it about 6.5 to 7 out of 10 roughly. It's fun. It's fun. There are just so many hilarious moments in the game, and I might have said it's fun numerous times, but I just find it fun. It's refreshing. It's a Saints game. It is what it says on the packet. It might not. It's not going to be for everybody, obviously, but I like it. And that's why I put out the video last week showing you my first hour, just to give you a feel of what you might see in the game. Okay, that's it for the review today. Short and sweet. That's how I feel about the game. My honest opinion. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like rating's always appreciated. And we'll catch you next time on the Gaming for XP. See ya!